Hey guys, it's me Meteor, and welcome to another edition of What is Kirby Canon? Today we're going to be talking about Bandana Dee. This little guy has come a long way from being a generic enemy in Megaton Punch. As Bandana Dee puts it, he's not just a pretty face. His first appearance as a real character was in Revenge of the King from Superstar Ultra. In this game, he was a close servant of King Dedede. Close enough to watch on his side as he summons his defenses. At one point in desperation, the king even asks Bandana Dee to attack himself. Though knowing full well he wouldn't stand a chance against Kirby, he immediately spares him. This alone would show how close these two are, but even more so, after being spared, Bandana Dee still decided to fight. This was even before he had any spear training whatsoever. Knowing he would be going up against Kirby, that is some top tier loyalty. After that encounter, when Kirby does fight Dedede, you can see Bandana Dee alone in the stands, live and well, cheering for Dedede every time Kirby takes damage. Though, outside of this game, Bandana Dee never shows any animosity towards Kirby. In fact, the two seem to be great friends at Rainbow Curse, even going on a journey alone together. Why such a sudden change? Perhaps they buried the hatchet during the events of Return to Dreamland. Or, maybe there was another game the two met in the past. In Crystal Shards, there was a Waddle Dee Kirby saved who was possessed by dark matter. This Dee also seemed close to the king, as he helped him keep his balance after the fight. Even more, this Dee kept looking back at the king to see if he would follow before he finally decided to come as well. Only problem, this Waddle Dee doesn't wear a bandana, which makes sense as this game came out 8 years earlier than Superstar Ultra, before Bandana Dee was even an established character. Though it should be noted, Adeline's Dream Friend trailer did use Bandana Dee as a reference to Kirby 64 instead of the generic Parasol Waddle Dee. Of course, unless those games ever get remade in the future, we can't say for certain he is the same Waddle Dee, though it makes perfect sense if he was. If we look at the official Triple Deluxe website, it says, unlike other Waddle Dees, Bandana Dee likes to help his pal Kirby. This was even a year before Rainbow Curse released. In Kirby 64, they were shown to really get along, even before they met up with Dedede. Throughout the game, the relationship grew even more. While being able to meet Kirby on a personal level after an adventure like that, it would be easy to see why he'd consider him his pal. Even more, Kirby saved this Waddle Dee's life. This could have very well inspired Bandana Dee to become stronger and brave enough to do the same. We can even see an example of his courage in Rainbow Curse, chasing away the Grab Hands. In fact, there could be more evidence to support this in the Kirby Memorial Arrangement's Apple Juice song, based on Kirby Battle Royale. Given the context, Bandana Dee is implied to be the one singing this. In the song, he talks about wanting to get stronger, possibly so he could even beat Kirby. He states that if he can, he could become a popular warrior too. The tone of this song is friendly in nature, as it also mentions drinking apple juice and training together as friends. Regarding Battle Royale as a whole, he used a parasol instead of his trusty spear. Guess now he could wield both, like those random Waddle Dees from Revenge of the King. More importantly though, some may wonder why Bandana Dee would even partner with Kirby in this tournament. Sure, they both absolutely love cake and will do anything for it. But this tournament is run by King Dedede, his original friend from Revenge of the King. Did they just forget that fact? Not quite. It's unlikely Bandana Dee even realized he would be facing the king at all. Look at the dialogue in the Platinum League. He's still wondering who will be facing for the championship. When Dedede finally does reveal himself, Bandana Dee is shocked, even stating, Your Majesty? Bandana Dee even seemed unsure of facing him, until rationalizing he's come too far to back out now. In fact, the king didn't seem interested in fighting him either. After the minigame section of the tournament, Dedede asked to fight Kirby alone. Twice. Though it should be noted Bandana Dee did provide the cannon to use in the final battle, exactly why is up for debate. Maybe he was tired of how ridiculous the king was being and didn't want Kirby to be completely defenseless. Or maybe he just really wanted cake. No matter the reason, Bandana Dee had the courage to stand up against the king. Then there's the subject of Kirby Fighters 2. Technically, outside of the title screen, there's no text in the game referring to Bandana Dee by name, just Kirby's buddy. Kirby's partner could have just as easily been Gooey. Even if it wasn't, that whole challenge was in good fun regardless, as no one got seriously hurt. At least physically. However, regardless of the events of these games, the King and Bandana Dee still care for each other, as you can see in the final picture from Star Ally's guest star. No one said we could only have one friend after all. Well, with that, we've talked about everything we needed to about Bandana Dee. See you guys next time.